Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and in today's session, I would like to talk about personal development. And the topic is, what is the meaning of dream? Now, before I start, can I ask you a simple question? You got to be honest with yourself. Do you have dream? You'll be sad to hear that a lot of people do not have dreams. All right, they live their lives, going through life every single day without any direction or any goal or dreams whatsoever. All right, now the sad truth is that we can have anything in life that we desire. Do you believe that? We can have anything in life that we desire because we are full of potential within us. The mind is very powerful. The sad truth is that we can have anything we want in life, but do you know what? Most people do not know what they want. Now, if you do not know what you want in life, how can you achieve something that you have no idea about? So that's why today's topic, I'll talk about dreams, all right? You must have dreams if you want to succeed in life. Look at all the famous people, all the inventors, and people who are very successful in their life. All of them have got big dreams. They have dreams, and not only small dreams, but they have very, very big dreams. All right, so ask yourself, do you have dreams? And are your dreams big enough to scare you? If your dream do not scare you at all, then your dream is not big enough. You should be fearful. Then it is a big dream. Okay? Now, I want to talk about dreams today using the acronym DREAM. It stands for dream, DREAM. So I want to talk about dream using this acronym DREAM. Okay, so are you ready? Let's start with the first one. The first one, D, stands for desire. All right, if you want to be successful, you got to have a strong desire. Just not a normal desire, but a burning desire. All right, a burning desire. So ask yourself, do you have a burning desire to achieve something in your life that is worthwhile? You got to ask yourself this question. All right, now the truth is that we are now in May. Do you realize that? All right, we are already in May. 4 months of the year has already passed by. All right, it is very fast. Time don't wait for you. So do you have big dreams or not? So the first thing, you need to have a desire, and not just a normal desire, but a burning desire that, you will never lose sight of it. That means you will have to go forward to achieve that desire, regardless of the obstacles, regardless of the challenges, and so on. Now, Napoleon Hill, in his book, Think and Grow Rich, all right, in his book, Think and Grow Rich, he quoted this: desire is the starting point of all achievement. Do you believe that? That is so true, right? Now, let's talk about the Wright brothers, all right? They have a desire, okay, to make men fly, all right, to have flight. So basically, that is a very big desire, and people laugh at them. But it became a burning obsession that they succeeded at the end, although they faced many challenges and ridicule and so on. And they eventually became successful because they have a burning desire whereby nobody can stop them. No challenges, no obstacles can stop them. So that's the first thing. You want to have big dream, you got to have a desire, a burning desire. So ask yourself, do you have a burning desire? Or your desire is very big? When your desire is big, the first sign of challenge, you will give up. All right, that is why a lot of people fail in life, because most people do not have persistence. They give up at the first sign of obstacle or challenges and so on. All right, that is the first thing, D. The second is R. What is R? R stands for realistic. All right, your goal or your dream or your desire must be realistic. If it's not realistic, it's not going to happen. All right, it must be realistic. Are you capable of achieving that goal? That's the most important thing. Now, I give a simple example, okay? Now, let's say you are already, 50-year-old, all right? Already 50-year-old. Now, if you set a goal to be 100-meter gold medal in the Olympics, is that realistic? Of course because it is not realistic. All right. But if you set a goal, to be successful in network marketing and so on, all right, having certain level and so on, that is realistic. So your goal must be realistic. It cannot be something that is not realistic, because your mind get confused when it is not realistic. Like I said just now, you cannot set a goal to be 100-meter gold medalist in the Olympic if you're already 50-year-old. All right. These people start at a young age, when they are even below 10, they already started training. All right. That's why they become Olympic champion. All right. So basically, your dream must be realistic. So ask yourself, is it realistic or not? All right. You have to go step by step. All right. If you are at level 1 at the moment, let's say, at level 1, you cannot set a goal to go to level 10 immediately. You got to set a realistic goal to go to level 2, level 3, and so on. That is why long-term goal is not as good as short-term goal or daily goal. Daily goal is very important, because when you achieve your daily goal, you are, moving forward toward the long-term goal. All right. That is why your goal must be realistic. Okay. Your goal must be realistic. That's the second one. The third one, E, stands for expectation. You see, when you have a dream or a goal or a desire, you must have the expectation that it's going to happen. Without expectation, nothing is going to happen. You got to be confident to expect it to happen. So ask yourself, when you set a goal or you have a big dream, do you expect it to happen? When you expect it to happen, you do whatever it takes, right? You prepare for it. All right, you prepare for it. All right, I heard about this story, about Moses. All right, it was dry. All right, and he asked the man to go and pray for rain. All right, to pray for rain. So when they came back to him, there was no rain, there was no water, it was dry. All right, so probably they prayed for the rain. They expect the rain to. They wanted the rain to come, but they did not have expectation. You know why? When you have expectation, that means you expect the rain to come. You will build the ditches. You dig the ditches so that it can fill the water. Is that true or not? Expectation is very important. If you don't have expectation, don't expect things to happen. All right, because you never expect it to happen, it will never happen. You have to have expectation. All right, you have to have expectation. Probably when you talk about goals, dreams, and desire, and so on, some people say, fake it until you make it. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're not successful yet. You buy a big car, you live in a big bungalow house, and so no, that's not what I mean by fake it until you make it. What it means is that you fake it in your mind. All right, you can fake it in your mind, because in your mind it doesn't know whether it's real or not. Whatever you put into your mind, okay, your mind will think that it is real, it's happening. All right, and when the mind thinks that it's happening, then it will find the resources, the people, and the circumstances to make it a reality. Okay, so E stands for expectation. So ask yourself, do you have expectation? When you set a goal, do you have expectation? Okay, expectation in terms of doing the action that you know that you're going to receive it. All right, that's why when we talk about what you call visualization and so on, you don't visualize the process, you visualize the end result. What happened at the end of the day? All right, that is very important. When you visualize what happened at the end of the day, all right, your success, the cars and so on, then you are developing expectation. So expectation is very important. Are you with me? E stands for expectation. The next one is A. A stands for attitude. Do you have the right attitude or not? Because everything boils down to attitude. How do you look at success? How do you look at failure? All right, a lot of people are negative. All right, they always think about the negative side of things, but the truth is that there is the law of polarity. Polarity, that means when there is hot, there is cold. Okay, there is brightness, there is darkness as well. Law of polarity, because without one, you do not know what is the difference between the two. Is that true? So you need to be able to see, okay, the law of polarity. That means attitude must be positive at all times, if possible. So when you look at a cup, okay, a glass, half with water, what is your expectation? What do you call it? Half empty or half full? Half empty is very negative. It's empty, right? But if you talk about half full, that is very positive. Another example, when you look at a donut, right? Some people complain. They say there's a hole in the donut. All right, and they complain. But you realize that when you look at the donut itself, then you can eat it. All right, and you can taste it. All right, so that is the whole thing. In everything in life, there is always positive and negative, right? So why do you always look at the negative side? If you want to be successful, you want to achieve your dream, always have the attitude of looking at the positive side of things. All right, remember, everything happens, either success or failure. There are two sides to it, but you have the right to choose what you want. Of course, you want to be successful, you got to choose the positive side. All right, you got to choose the positive side. That is why it's so important. Your attitude must be positive all the time. Okay, I give a simple example, right? For example, your company is what I call marketing a product. Let's say a health product, right? A health product. Now, every time there's shortage of stock, how do you look at it? If you're negative, you keep on complaining all the time that, how come the company in inventory strategy is wrong? They don't estimate how much stock they have to keep and so on. So every time the company run out of stock, that is the negative side. But if you look at the positive side, you feel happier. You know why? The positive side is that, wow, the stock is running out all the time. That means the product must be in demand. Isn't that a better thinking? That, when you look at it, the positive side, everything in life, all right, you can look at it positive or negative. But most people, in fact, 95% of the people, or even more, always choose the negative side of things. No wonder, whatever circumstances, the circumstances can be good. The condition can be good, but the outlook is always negative. So they will attract all the negative into their life. All right, so your attitude is so important, right? Always have the attitude. And one of the good attitude is, positive, of course, I said just now, right? You also need to be grateful. Yeah, believe me, you got to be grateful, because most people, they are only happy when they achieve their dream. When I marry that girl, then I'll be happy. When I purchase that sports car, then I'll be happy. But happiness starts now. Without being happy, you will not achieve it. It will not be attracted to you. All right, the law of attraction is important. What you think about, you bring about. But don't forget that, your intention, all right? When you think about your intention, sends an electrical impulse to the universe. Okay, it sends out that you want something, you have a desire. But what is the magnetic force that brings this thing to your life? It is the emotion. When you have an intention, okay, of achieving something, you mix it with elevated emotion, all right, strong emotion. That's how you're going to receive the thing that you think about. Okay, so important. There are two elements of it. Your intention is important, but the other part of it is that you must have, what is that? You need to have emotion, and elevated emotion, like gratefulness, being happy, feeling bliss. Okay, feeling what you call excited, and so on. All those things are positive emotions. So basically, attitude is very important. All right. So remember, from now onwards, if you want to achieve something, your attitude or your emotion is very important. Okay, you got to exercise a positive emotion. Okay, so that is the fourth one. A. The last one is M. Can you guess what M stands for? Very simple. All right. I know you might be thinking about other things, but what M stands for is massive action. Isn't it true? All right, it is massive action. You can plan, you can think, you can daydream, you can meditate, or whatever it is. But if you don't take massive action, nothing in life is going to happen. You got to take massive action. All right, it's important. Massive action. I remember when I started my network marketing, a business 17 years ago. I took massive action for 10 months. But after the 10 months, we became successful. We achieved time and financial freedom. But without massive action, it is just like, a plane trying to take off. But at cruising speed, Can you imagine if the plane is cruising at the airport, it will never take off. It will hit the fence on the other end, right? You got to put in a lot of energy, a lot of fuel, then the plane take off. Once the plane take off, then you can cruise. So it's the same thing with life as well. You want to be successful, you got to take massive action. There's no such thing as, take it easy, slow and easy win the race. Have you heard that? Slow and easy win the race. That is BS. Honestly, that's BS. You know why I say BS? Because slow and steady will starve you to death, my friend. How long can you last? Yeah, you probably die because you starve to death. You got to take massive action. When I talk about massive action, it means taking massive action, taking consistent action, and persistent action. All right, it must be persistent as well. That means you got to keep on taking action. All right. You cannot say take action for 2 months and after that rest for 6 months. No, you got to be persistent as well. Keep on taking action and you will definitely see the result, my friend. All right. Remember, the law of attraction states that, whatever you think about, you will bring about. But, by your mind, by your thought, you attract things into your life. But you only receive the things by your action. Isn't it true? Yeah, so that is why you got to take massive action. It's not just like, testing the water, whether it's hot or cold, No, you got to jump in with both feet there and, do whatever it takes. If you want to be successful, then you got to take massive action. That's it. There's no shortcut to it. My friend, there's no shortcut to it. You got to take massive action if you want to be successful. All right. So what is the meaning of dream? The first thing is that, do you have big dreams? If you don't have, then you got to start evaluating yourself, your life, because most people can have anything, but they do not know what they want. All right. And by the way, the good news is that you don't pay tax for your dream. You don't pay taxes for your dream. So however big is your dream, you don't have to pay tax on it. So don't worry, have big dreams, because it takes the same effort to dream big or to dream small. All right, it takes the same effort. All right, so basically, that's the end of my sharing here. Let me summarize for you. What is dream? D stands for desire. All right, you must have a hot burning desire. R stands for realistic. Your goal must be realistic. If you're not realistic, then you will never achieve it, because your mind will not believe it as well. All right. E stands for expectation. Do you take action expecting that it's going to happen? Okay. A stands for attitude. Attitude is very, very important. All right. There's a law of polarity. Okay. You got to positive and negative. All right. So you got to look at the positive side of things all the time. Attitude must be correct. So the mindset must be right. M, the last one, stands for massive action. There's no shortcut to life or to success. You got to take massive action. All right. Only when you take massive action, then you become successful. Think about it. Name any successful person in whatever field. Do they take massive action? Yes, they take massive action. That's for sure. They don't take massive action, they will not be there, my friend. They have to take massive action. So, my friend, that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learn something and you like what you hear, okay, and see. Please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate you for your time here, and I will see you again on Friday with another session of my live video. So this is Richard Quek, wishing you good night and goodbye.